On Monday, Trump told a group of farmers Deere could face major tariffs if the company outsources jobs to Mexico.
I just noticed behind me John Deere tractors. I know a lot about John Deere. I love the company. But as you know, they've announced a few days ago that they're going to move a lot of their manufacturing business to Mexico. I'm just notifying John Deere right now. If you do that, we're putting a 200% tariff on everything that you want to sell into the United States.
In a shocking turn of events that has stunned the agricultural world, President-elect Donald Trump just vowed to impose a 200% tariff on John Deere imports. It's a bold move, but it comes amidst growing discontent. Farmers have long been complaining about John Deere's monopolistic control over repairs, faulty machinery, and the rising cost of maintenance. And now, with John Deere's CEO reportedly receiving a near 200% pay raise, earning almost $16 million a year, farmers are demanding more from a company that once stood by them. John Deere's journey began in the early 1800s, when John Deere, a blacksmith from Vermont, moved to Illinois due to a recession that made his trade unprofitable. In 1837, he invented the first commercially successful cast steel plow. The plow was highly effective at turning the tough prairie soil of the Midwest, which wood or iron plows could not handle effectively. This invention not only revolutionized agriculture, but also established Deere's reputation for providing farmers with reliable tools essential for their livelihood. Over the next decades, John Deere continued to innovate, focusing on the needs of farmers and the evolving landscape of agriculture. The company expanded, adding new machinery and tools to its lineup, becoming synonymous with farming innovation. By the end of the 19th century, John Deere had established itself as a cornerstone of American agricultural equipment. Their marketing campaigns featured tractors under bright spotlights, highlighting their craftsmanship and quality. John Deere ads spoke directly to the farmers, building a relationship based on dependability. For generations, the farmers trusted John Deere with their livelihoods, as the company created machines to help them feed the nation. As the 20th century progressed, John Deere expanded their offerings, including a range of tractors that became iconic. The company became a major producer not only of plows, but also of other essential agricultural machinery. This period marked a significant expansion in its business, with growth in both production capabilities and the range of products offered. However, the relationship between John Deere and its customers began to change as the company grew. The technological advancements that initially drove its success started to create barriers. The introduction of software and proprietary technology in tractors and other machinery meant that repairs became more complex and could no longer be performed by the farmers themselves, nor by independent mechanics without access to specific tools and software provided by John Deere. This shift has led to growing dissatisfaction among farmers, who have seen their ability to maintain and repair their equipment independently diminished. The recent controversies, including the move of manufacturing jobs to Mexico and the imposition of software locks on equipment, are seen by many as a betrayal of John Deere's original commitment to the farming community. These issues have culminated in legal battles and a widespread call for changes in the company's practices, reflecting a significant shift from the days of John Deere, the blacksmith who once revolutionized agriculture with a simple but effective plow. John Deere has gone from being a company that championed the farmer to one that has shut them out. In an attempt to modernize and increase profits, they've shifted to relying heavily on technology that now locks farmers out of their own machines. This reliance on software has made farming equipment inaccessible without the intervention of a certified John Deere dealer. Imagine buying a car and finding out you can't change the oil yourself without a special code. Imagine being locked out of your own vehicle because of a software glitch. That's what John Deere has done to farmers. Where farmers once opened a toolbox to solve their problems, they now need a degree in computer science to fix simple issues. And if they don't, they're forced to call a John Deere technician. This means downtime, money lost, crops wasted. One farmer shared his story, how a glitch in his tractor cost him 2.5 days during a critical harvest season, simply because he had to wait for a dealer to show up. Every hour lost is money down the drain in farming, and no one can afford to let expensive machinery sit idle while waiting for repair. The dependence on John Deere technicians has left many farmers feeling powerless, as they are denied access to something they rightfully own. The heart of the issue is independence, aka the right to repair. Farmers pride themselves on being problem solvers. It's what made the early American farmer a symbol of self-sufficiency, someone who could tackle any problem thrown their way. Now, thanks to John Deere's software locks, those same farmers are no longer trusted to fix their own machines. This dependence has resulted in lawsuits popping up across the country. Farmers are joining forces, demanding the right to repair their own equipment. John Deere claims it's protecting its intellectual property. Farmers claim they're just trying to protect their livelihoods. And it's not just about the machines, it's about the bond between farmers and their equipment, a bond John Deere helped build, but now seems to have forgotten. And it doesn't end there. Just as John Deere is raking in record profits and giving out executive bonuses, the company has started outsourcing jobs. They're laying off hundreds of workers in Illinois while simultaneously moving manufacturing operations to Mexico, all during one of their most profitable quarters in recent memory. This move is another slap in the face to farmers and factory workers alike. To add insult to injury, they announced the devastating news just before Christmas, a slap in the face of the loyal employees who have helped the company thrive for years. Meanwhile, CEO John May received a $10 million pay raise. No one is saying companies shouldn't make money, but what about taking care of the community that made John Deere successful in the first place? What about the workers and the farmers who built and used these machines? Farmers are getting fed up. The right to repair movement is growing stronger. Farmers, once limited to their fields, are now becoming advocates and even hackers, just to keep their operations running smoothly. And this battle is about more than just farming. It's about who gets to control what they own. Printers now require subscriptions to print more pages. Cars might require dealer access just to reset a sensor. We're moving into a world where ownership is becoming meaningless, unless you have permission from the manufacturer. The John Deere case has become a symbol of this struggle. If farmers can't claim ownership of the machinery they paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for, then what's next? How much of our independence are we willing to give up? This problem doesn't just affect farmers, it affects everyone who eats. When farmers struggle, the entire food chain feels the impact. We're watching the domino effect unfold. The cost of farming rises, prices at the grocery store go up, and we all pay the price. The question is, will we let corporations like John Deere decide how far they can push us, or will we finally take a stand and say enough is enough? John Deere says they are protecting their technology, but farmers aren't asking for the software to resell it or undermine the company. They just want to repair what they own, something they used to be able to do with ease. The right to repair movement is gaining momentum, and consumer rights groups, mechanics, and even politicians are starting to take notice. The fight is about more than just saving a few dollars on repairs. It's about preserving traditions, keeping people connected to their tools, and ensuring corporations don't strip away our ability to determine our own futures. Imagine a high-tech farm run entirely by autonomous machines, with everything controlled remotely. It sounds exciting, but it's also a world where human skill and independence might become obsolete. Are we gaining efficiency at the cost of something far more valuable? Farmers need the right to repair their own equipment. They need control over the things they own. This is a fight for independence, for the very survival of what farming means, and for everyone's right to question the world around them and take care of themselves. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. Let us know in the comments what you think about John Deere's actions. Is this the end of John Deere's reign at the top? We'd love to hear your insights. This is Kevin Liu for Todo Machina, and thanks for watching. Until next time.